Welcome back.
Welcome back to
Daddy.
Magic and Muscle.
Hey, you're here tuning into Daddy's Gertie Library. We're covering Mashle, episode 16, the Brawny Balloon. I almost said the bunny balloon because I'm thinking about the Mr. Rabbit.
Oh, what a show.
We are making cream puffs.
Big Daddy!
Production.
How are you today?
I got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. Everybody wants that presto magic, 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 magic. Ooh. These tricks at out of 10 will blow your mind. Pick a verse, any verse, I'll hypnotize you with every line. I need a volunteer, how about you with the eyes? Come on down to the front, stand right here and don't be shy. I have you time traveling, have your mind babbling. People trying to inherit the skills, so they asking me. Even David Blaine had to go and take some classes. I said, my freak man, what's up man, what's happening? So come on, come all, and see the show tonight. Prepare to be astounded, no ghost of poltergeist. You know I'm no Pinocchio, I never told a lie. So call me Mr. Magic Man, I'm born on cloud 9. I got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. And everybody wants that presto magic, 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 magic. We'll take a journey into my mind, you'll see why it's been in my rhyme. Stay on the road, so I call my mama when I got time. I hit the stage, go insane, then jump into that crowd. See when I rhyme, I flow on a beat like pit it out. See, I deceive you with my intergalactic ether. I sing just like Aretha, so respect me like I'm Caesar. I kick it like Adidas, flow and stick it like adhesive. Be cautious, cause when I be on, will leave you with amnesia. I break all the rules like evil Knievel. It's a spectacular show, cause my heart pumps diesel. So whatever you saying, it don't entertain my ego. I do this every day, hocus pocus. I got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. And everybody wants that presto magic, 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 magic. Ooh, well, I got the magic in me. I got the magic in me. I got the magic in me.
This actually, I do have a lot to say about this episode. I just
Okay.
remembered all the things I had to.
All right.
Let's start with how great this episode was. Introducing a new character and
I knew he was
introducing
going
a
to be
new
important. His character design
Yeah.
gave him away. You knew it. The starchy baby, the Italian Chinese dude, you knew he was important.
of course. I mean, why not? But yeah, like the whole putting Mashle with someone new again, just to really reassure that he could do it. Yeah, he can find friends in the oddest places. But what really tripped me more was the fact that it was his own class of people
Mm.
um
Oh, his own dorm.
defending
Yeah.
Mashle. Yeah,
Yeah.
that threw me off. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Like this guy was really legit, like protecting Mashle, and I'm like, he knew that he couldn't use magic. He's like, no, I'm gonna help you out. I'm like, oh,
It's super. It opens up the again like we're only 16 episodes deep, which is sounds weird to say because they've expanded the world so well and so much, and they're still
right.
doing it. Here you are, you're introduced to this character who's again, he was big on, okay, well, I'm a, a junior should respect or honor his senior's wishes, blah blah blah. Simple enough concept. But the
Mhm.
concept of, well, I wanted to take care of people like you. And that he was amazed with how kind-hearted and nice Mash is genuinely is. And that kind of gives you the impression that he doesn't, and most people probably don't, especially since execution is the what the reward for not having magic. Interact with people like this.
Reward.
Yeah, yeah. But it kind of reminds me of people who grow up in isolated communities. If you grow up with only people who look at things a certain kind of way politically or who look a certain kind of way, your exposure to the other side is so limited that when you're talking about them or you think about them, you see them as less than, as negative.
Mhm.
He probably his only exposure to people who probably have little to no magic is probably very limited in the like the what's his name? The guy with the artificial third line with the puppet master with his mom. Like
Mhm.
his mom was killed by this guy with no magic. So they probably they already have it in their heads. Oh, you're not God has turned his back on you. You haven't been blessed by with these divine gifts. You're an abomination. And then you're going to turn around and do this incredibly heinous thing. It reaffirms the negative thought that they already have. So you hear stories like that, that's going to be big news. You hear stuff like that, you're like, that's why we should kill them all. So he's encountering
Jeez.
Mash, and especially within the context of this world where you see like these dickhead parents who are all about success, do this, top of your class, that ain't shit. It's like, wow, man, this is really hard parenting. These are really high achievements and like very little love. So he's encountering this person who's just so full of not like love, I care about everybody, I want to protect everybody, but just a genuinely honest
Like
to goodness,
actually cares for
honest.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's an anomaly, all because his father loved him.
Hmm.
And
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I like that they opened it up that way, or that they introduced that element of the world, and they did a lot of that in this episode. It was real subtle. This episode
Mhm.
was full of those subtleties, but really, again, just blowing the world building wide open. The beginning, the whole concept of the game is like, oh, first you live in this world that, magic is king and, divine visionaries, like the person who's the most blessed, like be able to see the message that, God's gift has been graced upon you, blah, 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 whatever,
Mhm.
however you want to wrap that up. But then here you are in this exam where it's not about magical power, but it's about the skill of how you use your magic.
Mhm. Like, how do you survive the unsurvivable, to say? Because they were
Yeah.
saying, if you die here, that's it. It's part of the exam.
I mean, that part was
But
kind of that was a nice Halloween-esque. Yo, Halloween in the magical world must be wild because I was like, wait,
witches,
are they gonna?
witches.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But they like I thought it's like, wait, they have all these blood stains. I was like, wait, are people dying here? But when the dude got attacked, it's like, okay, it really hurt, but he just got sent back to the arena. And it's like, okay, so they're not, so that's
Mhm.
all just costume and get up and whatnot. But I'm thinking like, wow,
Well, at the same time, I'm not too sure because they are made up of magic. Because just like when Mash hit it, instantly heal. It's more of a like I feel like they're summons in a
yeah,
sense because their bodies aren't obviously gonna recuperate that quickly, but for them to be able to have that infinite energy to attack is also I feel like they're more summons than actual beings.
No, for sure. I'm just saying that when they attack, they're not killing people. So I'm saying,
Mhm.
oh, you could set up some wild horror nights where it's like, oh, not like they jump out of the bush and scare you. It's like, no, they chop out and like chop your limbs off, and if enough limbs chopped off, then you just go respawn at the start point because of magic. So it's like, wow,
But that's
Halloween events must be
exactly. But that's
terrifying.
what I'm saying. They're more. Those things are more summons because they're obviously controlled. I think.
Yeah, I got you.
But like they're probably, the blood stains and all that stuff. They probably do kill people if they
Oh,
were the summon, like the actual being over there, like not in the contract form. Like
yeah.
free out in the wilderness, those things will kill you.
Yeah. But it was just a cool element because I thought this was a society that revered magic and hated non-magic in all its forms, like the evil eye takes away magic, devil's eye. So I thought these creatures that don't have any magic or that nullify magic, I thought they would be looked at as evil. That probably adds to the fear factor of like, wow, how terrifying these guys are. But it was just cool because it's not just divine visionary. You're like, oh, the strongest. These are the best. And you've seen the lineup, so you're like, okay, I could see. Okay, and then I see the names. Okay, and I can see some of the powers. Oh, I get a kind of a sense for what it is. But over here, it's about skill. It's not about magic
Hmm.
power. It's about skill. So again, I guess that's more testament to Papa Wahlberg, who only has one line, but I guess he had enough skill to be able to, get this title and face off against Innocent Zero. So it's just a cool
Yeah.
element to add because before it was just, oh no, you could it's magic power and Mash muscles his way through. But in this one, like he tried to muscle his way through, like with one punch, and then it didn't work, and he's like, no, that's the problem. And Mash didn't sit there like, okay, I'm just gonna keep pounding away until I get him down. He was just like, no, I got to find a different way. So it's incorporating again, bust the old world open. First of all, Mash isn't just musclehead. This is proof that he thinks beyond just okay. I need to get from A to B. Even though it's like
Hmm.
they keep saying, "Oh, you're too complicated. Oh, can you simplify the rules?" Or, oh, this is too. And in the beginning when he was just using muscle to supersede not having any magic, but over here, it's a little bit more than that.
He has to find out different ways to supersede physicalities to become magic, if anything, or become that miracle. Like, when he did the exam with light this candle, tornado of flames. I did
Yeah.
enjoy, this is one of the things I enjoy, the break dancing tornado was
Yeah,
completely mashed. Like, of course he would do something like this.
yeah. Of course, he would tear up the dance floor. Like, yeah, that was dope. That was dope. I did like it. It's like they tried different things. I just like that this show isn't as simple as you would think that it would be. I mean, even after first season, like, okay, this kind of establishes where it's going. This is what it is. This muscle bound guy just overpowering everybody else with magic or with his muscle because he can't use magic. It's like no, now
Yeah, and
it's
you're right,
clever
because
teamwork.
one of the positive things, like, yeah, and one of the positive things I want to, sorry, cutting you in, but
No, you're
like
good.
the fact that it was a tricky how to get the key out of the balloon without just forcing it out of the balloon, like you had to really think about it, and I like how everybody had their own way, explosions or the tornado or just gravity going up to shoot it down, and it was like,
Yeah,
okay, all right, different ways to do it, but not by only force, but more of a intelligent way of like, all right, if we make it grow, then pop it out. Yeah. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it was cool. It was definitely a stage one challenge for them.
And then I really like that because it's okay, main character guy helping his friend, but he's super loud and obnoxious. So of course he's gonna get attacked. Of course he's gonna get bruised up. It's like, yeah, main character energy. There you go. It fits. So I love this series, man. It's just this one it was nice. It's progressed like okay, we were here at the beginning of the episode. Now we're at this point, and things are progressing along this line. I thought that was going to be a lot more linear or a lot more simplistic than it is. but it's way more complicated. Like I thought Margaret was gonna step in. I thought he was gonna try to do something with Mash. I thought this guy was trying to do something to
Mm.
outwit Mash or
But
something like that.
I
But
like that Margaret didn't pop in, and it was still someone from the Orcas that
yeah,
popped in. That you're just like,
yeah,
oh, okay. So
hmm
they're all kind of like a little bit extra on the like we don't like uh other other courses or other classes. I mean, like we're gonna do how we feel because it's all in our jurisdiction of power. So we have this new character like the next Lance.
yeah. The starchy baby, the Italian Chinese guy.
Hmm.
I like that. It's real interesting because a lot of people make comparisons, including us. I mean, I try to fight it, but the Harry Potter comparisons are really hard to fight against.
Of course.
But originally, I mean, in Harry Potter, Slytherin is the pure bloods, the ones that think they're above everybody else, and that was Lang. Lang pretty much signified that kind of setup versus then you have Gryffindor, which
Hmm.
is the Alder dorm, and then you had the Orcas, which were kind of like Ravenclaw, which weren't necessarily seen as
Hmm.
bad, but then now you got this elitist guy who's like, oh, might is right, and he's from Ravenclaw, and you're like, wow, you're from Ravenclaw. I thought that the Slytherin house was the bad one, but now you think about it, it's like, well, if that dorm is the dorm that covets knowledge above all else. And like Margaret said, you focus on position. I focus on getting stronger. So if that's what they
Hmm.
covet, of course they would. It's not a far throw to say that it's filled with people who just think that they're better than. Like
Yeah.
it makes sense. And it's just cool how it's similar to Harry Potter. You could draw some comparisons, but it's also different.
But
So
it's
it's just
enough to be completely different. Yeah.
yeah, it's cool how they
With
build
a
up on.
couple One Piece ties and Black Clover ties
I see the
and
Black Clover. I don't see
One
the One
Punch
Piece.
Man
Wait.
ties.
I
What
don't see the.
what do you mean you don't see the One Piece?
What's the One Piece?
The crocodile,
Oh,
the, the sand fruit, the
that was that
light
one
fruit. Come on,
episode.
come
That was
on.
that one episode, man.
Well, if you haven't realized, these canes, these magic wands, are actually their devil fruit.
Wait a minute. How many canes are there? Are there 7 of them? Stop it. Stop it. What?
Chaos Emeralds, Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
Just saying, seven divine visionaries aren't seven for no reason.
But yeah, man,
Parallel for a reason.
it is cool. Yeah, this was a nice episode. Not like a whole bunch, but I do like my favorite part was at the end of the whole philosophy thing against the. I gotta learn his name. I'll call him the Italian Chinese guy for now. But I'll learn his name by next episode. But
He hasn't said much.
but the philosophy about the strong, I like how Mash responded to him. Like that. I mean, Protein Shake was like, haha, that's funny. I like that. That was cool. But
No,
I like
no,
the-
you're right. When he was just like, I've never met anyone stronger than me.
yeah. I was like, damn. And then he was like, well,
And I
but
just met
everybody,
you.
yeah. And then, but he was like, but everybody has a different concept of strength.
Mhm.
So I really like that. And he's like, oh wait, what does that even mean? And then he goes like, oh, go to a frenzy. But then you see all those like paintings of old philosophers behind him on the wall. I'm just like, did he just? Did you just?
Mhm.
Did you
Yep.
just access? Are you going into Nietzsche's
The
man?
library. The library.
Are you going into Nietzsche? Nietzsche?
Mhm.
Nietzsche mode?
I told you. I told you. You haven't dived into it
It's
enough,
still
Rob.
here.
Come on.
It's still here, man. It's still here. No, I thought it's a cool concept, man. And I can't wait to see how Finn is going to do because, again, he acted like his character. I mean, Dot, swooped in, but it's like, what's he going to do now?
Yeah. Well, I was kind of hoping for a One Piece scene with
Like an Usopp.
the senior, no, like the senior was getting, thrown in, and he's just like, whatever. He's like, oh, did you really have to do that? And when he stomped on him, I was hoping Mash would run up to him and stop him with his foot. They have that Luffy Don Flamingo moment. I was like,
Yeah.
They didn't Jujutsu Kaisen it. It's okay.
Yeah, that team Bellamy was that was a hard jerker. That was a hard jerker. But yeah, also what mysterious power did this guy have? Because he just like out of nowhere, I didn't hear any incantation, but just started.
I don't even think we saw his power.
Nah. I just know that the dude just started bleeding, and he's like, "Yup, I had a suspicion. Yup." Like, damn, what the hell is going on here? Terrifying. But yeah, I can't wait for next episode. Again, I didn't have a lot to say, but I really enjoyed it. Again, just it's doing what it's doing. The world building, the addition of characters, the philosophy. Mashle.
The fun.
Like and subscribe, guys.
Next time, take your protein shake, and we'll see you again.